Today on Rappler. Senator Risa Hontiveros filed cyber libel complaints against former Senate probe witness Michael Maurilio and several vloggers. The Philippine Military Academy says another case of hazing led to a cadet being hospitalized for 8 months. The Makati City government will withdraw from the 9 billion peso subway agreement. The U.S. Supreme Court allows Donald Trump's administration to push through with mass federal job cuts. And a U.S. federal judge says music mogul Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced on October 3 after his conviction in prostitution-related cases. Senator Risa Hontiveros filed cyber libel complaints against several personalities, including former Senate probe witness Michael Maurilio. Hontiveros filed her complaints with the Justice Department's prosecution service on Wednesday, July 9. She accuses the respondents of spreading disinformation, primarily through a video in which Maurilio claimed Hontiveros bribed him to testify. In a Senate hearing, Maurilio testified that he was abused by members of Kibuloy's sect, the Kingdom of Jesus Christ. He also said he witnessed suspicious activities by members of the Duterte family who are friends with Kibuloy. Maurilio changed his tune in the video, which was posted on Facebook in late June. Hontiveros said Maurilio made distress calls to her office right before the video was published on June 24, and that he might be under pressure to recant. Besides Maurilio, Hontiveros named the following respondents. Last week, Hontiveros asked the National Bureau of Investigation to investigate Maurilio and several vloggers for cyber libel. This time, she is formally asking the Justice Department to prosecute the respondents for a criminal offense. Yet another case of hazing at the Philippine Military Academy has led to a cadet being hospitalized for 8 months. PMA Public Affairs Head Lieutenant Jessie Nestor Saludo says on Monday, July 7, a 22-year-old 4th class or freshman cadet was harmed inside the Baguio City campus last September. Saludo did not name the victim. Under the guise of training, the maltreatment happened from September 2 to 29 last year. The cadet said he was physically assaulted, forced to perform extreme physical exercises, and subjected to what he called animalistic tripping by his upperclassmen and batchmates. The abuse was so grueling, it made him nearly lose consciousness and even collapse. He was first brought to the Armed Forces Hospital in Quezon City, then later transferred to the PMA Station Hospital back in the campus. He stayed there until June 30 this year. The cadet filed a blotter with the Baguio City Police on July 2. Saludo says the PMA conducted a thorough and impartial investigation, leading to 3 cadets being punished. The police, meanwhile, identified 4 suspects. The case has been referred to a prosecutor for possible criminal charges. The PMA has a long history of hazing that has led to serious injuries or even death. The most recent was 20-year-old Darwin Dormitorio, who died from hazing injuries in September 2019. 3 of Dormitorio's killers were convicted in 2023. The Makati City government, led by Mayor Nancy Binay, will withdraw from the Makati subway project deal signed by her sister, former Mayor Abby Binay. City Legal Officer Ava Ramel said in a press conference on Tuesday, July 8, that the Singapore International Arbitration Center gave the city until Friday, July 11 to submit its position. Nancy's transition team head Christian Robert Lim said the previous administration under Abby handed over scant documents of the deal. He said the new city government received only a small box with a contract, annexes, and appraisals. It did not include detailed records of the project's progress. Nancy's administration also said it will create a fact-finding team to check the status and identify possible problems in the subway project. She said they will review other public-private partnership projects made under Abby, including the Makati Life Medical Center and the Makati Zen Card program. The U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday, July 8, allowed Donald Trump's administration to pursue mass government job cuts and major downsizing of several federal agencies. This decision could lead to tens of thousands of layoffs while reshaping the federal bureaucracy. In an unsigned order, the court said the Trump administration would likely win its case and that his orders were legal and within its authority. The ruling follows an executive order Trump issued in February, telling agencies to prepare for mass layoffs. The administration plans to cut staff at the Departments of Agriculture, Commerce, Health and Human Services, State, Treasury, Veteran Affairs, and many other agencies. While the decision cleared a major legal hurdle for the White House, the court said it doesn't necessarily mean all layoff plans are legal. Some layoff plans submitted earlier this year could still be challenged in court for reasons like union opposition, statutory restrictions, and civil service protections. In the U.S., a federal judge says music mogul Sean Diddy Combs will be sentenced on October 3. He was convicted on July 2 on charges of transporting prostitutes to engage in drug-fueled sexual performances. Jurors acquitted him of sex trafficking and racketeering charges that could have put him behind bars for life. The 55-year-old rapper remains in the Brooklyn jail, where he has been held since his arrest in September 2024. Prosecutors accused Combs of coercing two former girlfriends, Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane, into unwanted sex with male sex workers aided by his employees. A third woman who testified under the pseudonym Mia told jurors Combs sexually assaulted her multiple times during her employment with him. Combs is known for having elevated hip-hop in American culture, as he turned artists like the notorious B.I.G. and Usher into stars. He still faces dozens of civil lawsuits accusing him of abuse. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.